Hi Gemini, here is your general reading for the month of October 2017. For these general readings, I have decided to use the Celtic cross spread again, okay? I haven't used this spread for some time. Now, the card you've got at the centre of your reading is the Two of Wands. Now, the two is about a choice, a decision. And whenever I see that Two of Wands, to me, it is talking about you either sticking with what you've already got, staying in either the same job or the same relationship, or something staying the same and no changes being made, or you going to explore something new, explore new horizons, a new relationship, a new job, or making changes within that relationship. But there's a choice here that has to be made, and it's a choice that may be making you feel slightly fearful. You're not entirely sure what direction you really want to go in. Now, what's crossing? We've got the Hermit. And the Hermit is somebody that goes within to gain an inner knowledge, a better understanding. The fact that it's crossing that, it may be that you're going to need to do that in this month of October. You're going to need to go within yourself to work out what it is that you truly want here. Now, in the foundation, you've got the Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor is the card for Aries. It could be that you are dealing with somebody else, and it doesn't have to be an Aries, but you may be dealing with somebody else that is very domineering and very controlling. Somebody that likes to be in charge, somebody that takes charge. But for some of you, it could be that you're not feeling in control. And maybe that's why you're having difficulty being able to make a decision here. Maybe you're feeling pressurized in regards to going in a certain direction that you may not feel you're ready to go into. See, I do think the Emperor is talking more about you feeling a lack of control here. Now, in the recent past, you've got the King of Wands. So we've got more fire energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So yes, again, it could be that you're dealing with a fire sign, not gender specific in the general readings. But the thing with that King of Wands as well, he takes control very much like the Emperor. See, in the card, he's holding on to that wand. He likes adventure and excitement, the King of Wands. But when he set his sights on something, when he set his mind on a particular goal, he goes out and he makes sure that that happens. So you're either dealing with somebody that is very much like that. And it may be that you're in a relationship with somebody that at the moment is very fixated on maybe moving this relationship to the next level. Maybe marriage, engagement. And maybe you are the one that's feeling very unsure here. Now, at the top, we do have the World card. And this is about a new cycle, a new chapter of our lives starting. One cycle is coming to an end, one door is closing, and a new one is opening. It may be for some of you that you do have a decision to make about a relationship. But it may also be about a job for some of you. It doesn't have to be a relationship. And it may be, for some of you, if we are talking about a work situation, there may be another offer has come in. It may even be an offer that's, in another country or overseas. And it may be something that you've really set your goals to. But there may be that element of fear here about taking that step into the new direction. But what you're working towards here is a new cycle, a new chapter. But for some reason, you haven't been entirely feeling in control, or you've been dealing with somebody that is very controlling. Now, in your near future, you do have the Three of Wands. This can be a card about delays. See, once again, this man in this card, he's holding this particular wand. Something that he set his goals to. He's got this goal in mind. And he's already started the process. But this is talking about there being delays, setbacks. But also, it may sometimes be about needing to have compromise within a relationship. But this can definitely, as I said, be delays, setbacks, and obstacles. In the position of your advice or how others are seeing you, we do have the Four of Wands. So, we're stepping up here. We've gone from the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, now we've got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about happiness and stability, especially within a relationship. It can be a card that can talk about engagements and marriages here. And that's why I think for the majority of you, this is not talking about a work situation. I do think it's talking about a relationship that either you or your partner want to take to the next level. And either one of you is indecisive here, is not entirely sure if that's what they want. The fact that it's that Four of Wands is how others are seeing you, then it makes me think if it's you that's actually wanting maybe this relationship to go to an engagement or a marriage. Or is this Four of Wands here for some of you to talk about how in your personal life, within your relationship, there is happiness, there is stability. And that this situation here with the Two of Wands may very well be talking about a work situation. And as I said, it could be a job that's in a whole new country. And you may very well be wanting this new chapter of your lives to open up. But there may very well be some delays here. In your environment, you've got the Hangman. And the hangman literally hangs around because he's trying to gain a fresh perspective on something. Now, this is in your environment, so it's somebody else that you're dealing with here. Is choosing not to make any moves, is choosing not to make any decisions because they're wanting to gain this fresh perspective here. Gain some inner knowledge, like I said with that hermit, before they make a move. See, it could be you that's wanting this new chapter, wanting to take this new step in a new direction. It may not even be to do with work. It may be to do with moving overseas, moving to a different, from one end of the country to the other end of the country, you know, wherever you live, but living somewhere, moving somewhere that may be at a distance. And it may be that the other person is needing to work out what it is they actually want. Do they want this move or not? Because somebody's got a choice here and somebody's being very indecisive. And there's so many scenarios that this reading can be talking about, okay? So I'm trying to cover every scenario that I see and feel. Now, in your hopes and fears, we've got the Sun card. It's the most positive card in the tarot. And even in the reverse, it's still positive. Yes, the Sun card can talk about healing, okay? And feeling energized. But basically, how I always visualize it is if you think of that beautiful sunny day when the sun is shining, and then all of a sudden a cloud comes along and it blocks that sun out. But you know that after a few minutes or whatever, that cloud is going to pass and the sun's going to shine again. So that's really what that card is talking about in the reverse. That there may be this cloud hanging over at the moment. Now, that's obviously not a hope, so it's a fear. And it may be that you're fearing that maybe your partner, your husband, your wife is not going to go along with the plans that you've made, because I think this is talking about one person here who has got plans to go in a new direction, to start a complete new chapter. And I think the other person is undecisive, is unsure, is maybe a little bit fearful. And for some of you, yes, it could be about taking a step higher in a relationship. But for some of you, I get this feeling it's talking about how you as a couple are fine. There's peace, happiness and stability within your relationship. But I think it's more talking about something to do with relocating in terms of your home, your work, along those lines. Now, the outcome card is the Ace of Swords. And this is about gaining clarity here. The Ace is a new beginning. And the Ace is always to do with our thoughts, our thinking, our communication. The thing is as well, it may be that either one of you has had like this kind of fogginess within their thoughts. Maybe hasn't been able to see things clearly. But that Ace of Swords, it brings clarity to our thoughts. It brings a new, clearer understanding. It's a breakthrough moment, that type of aha moment when everything just seems to click and you just know what you need to do. It's a new beginning, as I said, and it can be a card about taking that leap and deciding just to go for it. And it can be about change. So we've got two cards here representing new beginnings. We've got the World, we've got the Ace. But we've got either you or your partner being indecisive and needing to go within, not rushing in terms of making any moves until a better understanding and a fresh perspective has been gained within this situation. But the fresh perspective's going to come. The clearer thinking's going to come. This is a very positive reading, Gemini. And for some of you, it is going to be about home and work. For some of you, it will be about taking the relationship to the next level. They're the only two things I'm really picking up here. And either one of you, as I said, is apprehensive and indecisive. And in this month of October, which one of you is feeling this apprehension is going to take this month to go within and try to work out what it is they want, maybe get their head around this change, start to see things in a very different way, because that's what the Hangman needs to do as well. He needs to start to see things in a new way, in a different way. And it may be that with that Sun card there, either one of you here are feeling, or maybe fearing, I should say, that your plans are going to be dampened in some way. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the change is going to take place. And whoever is feeling that apprehension here is going to decide to just take that leap and go for it. So Gemini, that does conclude this reading. I hope it resonates with somebody. I'll be back to do your ex-partner readings, and your single and couple readings. So until then, thank you for watching this video, and thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. Take care. Bye.